The U.S. is in contact with extraterrestrial aliens. This is what the ex-head of Foreign Defense Ministry Space Directorate says. And this is not new. Paul Hillier, the former Defense Minister of Canada, has been saying this for decades. And this is also now what the ex-head of Israel's Defense Ministry is saying. A galactic federation, quote-unquote, has been waiting for humans to, quote, reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are, end quote. This is what Haim Eshed said. Former Israeli space security chief sent eyebrows shooting heavenward by saying that Earthlings have been in contact with extraterrestrials from a galactic federation, quote-unquote. He says the unidentified flying objects have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not yet ready, end quote. Haim Eshed, former head of Israel's Defense Ministry Space Director, told Israel's Yediot Aharonot newspaper. A respected professor and retired general, Eshed said the aliens were equally curious about humanity and were seeking to understand, quote, the fabric of the universe, end quote. What does that mean? Do we want to be contacted by these people who want to examine everything? Eshed stated that the Galactic Federation is conducting experiments on the, quote, fabric of the universe, end quote, and that there is already cooperation between the U.S. administration and extraterrestrials on the operation of an underground base on Mars. In 2020, the U.S. government established Space Force, which is mandated to project military power across the solar system, which, in the light of Eshed's claims related to Mars, is an intriguing coincidence. Eshed said cooperation agreements had been signed between species, including an underground base in the depths of Mars, quote-unquote, where there are American astronauts and alien representatives. Wow. Now he's saying that there are American astronauts on Mars already. He said there is an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here. He adds that former U.S. President Donald Trump was aware of the aliens' existence and had almost brought it out to public, but was then requested not to do so in order to fend off mass hysteria, quote-unquote. Trump claimed that he had heard very interesting things about Roswell, New Mexico City, known for an alleged UFO event, July of 1947. He said at the time, I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. They have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and research a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are, Eshed said, referring to the Galactic Federation. He said he would have been confined in a hospital if he said those things 5 years ago. However, public opinions are gradually changing and he's not afraid anymore, having none to lose. Having, I guess, nothing to lose, said the recipient of numerous degrees and awards who is respected in foreign institutions. The White House and Israel officials did not immediately respond to NBC News' request for comment. Sue Gao, a spokesperson for the Pentagon, declined to comment. A spokesperson for NASA said one of the agency's key goals was the search for life in the universe, but it had yet to find signs of extraterrestrial life. Although we have yet to find signs of extraterrestrial life, NASA is exploring the solar system and beyond to help us answer fundamental questions, including whether we are alone in the universe, the spokesperson said in a statement. Now, who is this Haim Eshed? As per the Jewish press, Eshed served as the head of Israel's security space program from 1981 to 2010. That's about 30 years. And over the years received the Israel Security Award 3 times, twice for confidential technological inventions. The 87-year-old has a bachelor's degree in electronics engineering from Technion, a master's degree in performance research, and a doctorate in aeronautical engineering. In 1965, he worked in the technological unit of the IDF, intelligence division research and development positions. Later, in 1969, he was assigned by the IDF military intelligence study for a doctorate in aeronautical engineering in the U.S. When he returned, he was appointed head of the research and development department in the intelligence corps. He retired with the rank of lieutenant colonel, and after his military service, he was employed as a professor at the Technion Space Research Institute and in 1981 established and became the first director of the Challenge Program, a unit of the Administration for Research, Development, and Weapons and Technology Infrastructure in the Defense Ministry, which is responsible for satellite projects. And in October 2011, he retired from the Defense Ministry, having directed the launching of 20 Israeli satellites. And this is according to Myth and Mystery on Collective Spark. Of course, he doesn't give us any type of evidence that there are U.S. astronauts on Mars. Give us a picture, for God's sakes. Give us a little picture of them having breakfast or something, or waking up and brushing their teeth in the morning. I don't know, something, for goodness sakes. How can we believe what you're saying? I don't believe it. Anyway, please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.